Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
In movies, servants of rich people stand at attention around the dining room, unmoving as white-gloved statues until they are beckoned. And the rest of the time, a pull on a chain summons a servant into the room at a moment's notice. When the master of the house gives a command, it is followed without question or hesitation. If only our servants' hearts were that responsive to God. Because our master is perfect, we have no reason to hesitate in obeying him or question his motives or the wisdom of his commands, unlike earthly masters. The disciples of Jesus had to learn this. Frequently, they proved that they didn't have it quite down pat. But in John 4:27, they got it right. But I think God supernaturally kept their mouths shut. Jesus and his disciples had walked all morning from Judea to a little town in Samaria named Sychar. Likely they had questioned why Jesus wanted to go through Samaria on their way to Galilee. Nobody did that on purpose. They always went around. But Jesus had a divine appointment with a woman at noon. So he had insisted. Then, when they got there, he waited at the well outside of town, while he sent all of them into town to buy food. Likely they thought this was more than a little strange, but maybe they were getting used to strange. This story clearly demonstrates how God controls every detail of our lives, and his timing is perfect. Not only did Jesus arrive at the well at the right time to send his disciples off before the woman came, so he could talk with her one-on-one, but he also timed their return perfectly. Jesus and the woman had a good long conversation. Just after he revealed to her that he was the Messiah, it says, at that point, his disciples came. They didn't get there any earlier to interrupt their conversation, nor did they arrive too late to see the woman's reaction or miss the interaction altogether. But look at what else it says here. And they marveled that he talked with a woman, yet no one said, "What do you seek?" or "Why are you talking to her?" Imagine if they had opened their mouths and said what was on their hearts, like they usually did. Talk about messing things up. That's why I think the Holy Spirit kept their mouths shut until the woman was gone. And I think they might have learned a bit of a lesson there, too. Servants usually need to keep their mouths shut and obey. We could learn that lesson, too. God's been dealing with me lately about my mouth. I need to listen to others and not be so anxious to get my 2 cents worth in. Usually it's not worth that much anyway. And I'm learning to listen to the little nudges God gives me that says, "Don't say that right now." And the opposite is true. When he tells me to speak, I need to open my mouth and speak boldly. Because I'm his mouthpiece, and everything I say should glorify the Lord. How about you? How do you need to act more like God's servant in submission to him?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through his word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.